Hello guys, welcome to a new video. Today we have something extremely special. We're here at Royale Appy. We're going to scroll down to find the card with the least usage rate in the whole game, and we're going to use it in the game. It turns out it's the Goblin Hut, so we're going to build a deck around it and we're going to try and beat some players with it. Let's jump straight into the first game. Okay, so this is the deck we found. It actually has P.E.K.K.A, it actually has Hog Rider, has a Mega Minion, it has Electro Spirit, it has Poison, has everything you can need in a Clash Royale game. So we're going to be playing it in a challenge. We're going to be seeing how many players we can beat and if we can actually win a challenge with this deck. We actually found this card in Royale Appy by using the filters of games that are being played in Ultimate Champion, which is the highest league there is in Clash Royale. So basically which card is least used by the best players in Clash Royale. That's essentially what we filtered on, and we found that it is actually the Goblin Hut. I would have thought it would have been other cards such as the Battle Healer or something like that, but it looks like the Goblin Hut does not get any love. And I really mean it because it says 0% usage rate. So we're going to be playing this deck over here. It's obviously one of the first times we actually play Goblin Hut in a real challenge, in a way that it is not a troll only building kind of game. So we're going to be seeing how well this can fare. For now it's doing pretty well. It can defend Bandit, only getting one hit, so that's pretty nice. And we're going to be playing 3-4 games, and we're going to be showing you the results, talking a bit if this card, I believe it's actually so bad as they actually make it. But look at that zap. I missed the princess with the zap, so I think I deserve to be using this card since I'm clearly not good at this game. But oh well, we'll be commentating. Looks like we're playing against Lockbait in their first game. It's a weird Lockbait since it also has Bandit, but regardless it's Log, Zap or whatever bait. The good thing about this deck is that we have a P.E.K.K.A. For this meta is extremely important to have a tank killer, which can kill either Hog Riders very quickly, which can kill the Mighty Miner if done well, or which can kill the Royal Giant. So the P.E.K.K.A is a great defensive card in this meta. And then we have the Hog Rider, which is honestly a great offensive card in this meta since it has so many uses, and this deck honestly does not have the worst cycle in the world. Additionally, we have many units or ways to defend pushes. We have the Poison, we have the Mega Minion, we have the Electro Wizard, we have the Goblin Hut. So in case that anyone wants to play Lava Hound against this deck, which is honestly Lava Hound becoming very popular nowadays, we have it covered. So this deck has almost everything you could ever want. Here you can see us debating about whether to go with a Goblin Hut or a Hog Rider. See, the Goblin Hut is that good that we can actually debate whether to put a Hog Rider or a Goblin Hut instead. Regardless of that, the Hog Rider actually gets 2 hits. We're able to defend the Electro Wizard. I don't think we're going to be able to defend that Bandit. Oh, there it goes. It gets 1 hit. It gets 2 hits. But that doesn't matter because we have the Goblin Hut and he doesn't. So that's the thing we have up our sleeve. We use a Poison. He has very good defense with a Snowball, with a Roll Delivery, but our Hog still manages to get 1 hit, and the Electro Wizard gets another hit. On the right side, though, we ignored it, and we're actually suffering right now. Look at the damage they're dealing to our tower. It's going to be, when they die, it's going to be left in 557. We managed to kill the princess very early. Here we're going to zap the Goblin Hut gang, and the Hog Rider is going to get the W like that. So now jumping onto game number 2, we're going to switch it up. We're going to start with the Goblin Hut from the start in the middle of the game. And if he puts the Wizard, we're actually going to poison the Wizard. Hopefully that will kill it off. We're going to make a minion, this Dark Prince who just crossed over the bridge. And I think that's going to be a pretty good defense. I think his minions should die to our Goblin Hut. Oh, look at that one Spear Goblin actually tanking, carrying our game and taking that minion down. So again, we have the Hog Rider, which is a pretty good win condition. We're going to be dropping it just to see how he can actually defend this card. We want to gain insight. We think he has Skarmy. Look at that prediction zap. It kills every single skeleton, and the Hog Rider manages to get 3 hits on the tower, which is huge. I bet he did not expect that we thought he had a Skarmy. So look at this. We can defend the Valkyrie with some Goblin from the Goblin Hut. The Electro Wizard alone could have not defended that, but the Goblin Hut is there to actually help it. We're going to poison the Wizard again, even though we're going to be left with almost no Elixir. But since we have a Goblin Hut on the ground, we don't actually want it to die. We prefer to protect it from the Wizard and lose a bit of Elixir. So it looks like he was low on Elixir as well. Look at the damage we have dealt already. There's only 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the game, but his tower is already almost at 1,000 health down. We're going to place a P.E.K.K.A here, and that is such a nice P.E.K.K.A placement because immediately after we place it, he plays a Prince without knowing that we had the P.E.K.K.A. So he gets so much value. And look at that, the Prince didn't almost do nothing to the P.E.K.K.A even though it was charging. We put a Mega Minion since we know he was going to place the minions, and then since the P.E.K.K.A is dying, we're actually going to place a Hog Rider to support the Mega Minion. We have our Zap selected because we know he's going to Scar me. He Scar me's up high, and we're going to zap it well alongside the tower to keep our Mega Minion alive. Just about. Our Hog Rider manages to take the tower, and that is the first tower of the game. Now we just have to defend. And since we have the Goblin Hut, this is just so easy. We're going to poison the middle of nowhere just to kill that wizard. I don't really like wizards, and you can tell by that poison. That's still, even though it looks like a weird play, that still provides us with an elixir advantage of +1. So that's huge. And then just, look, he's so scared of the Goblin Hut, he has to go double Prince to try and kill it. We killed the Goblin Barrel with a log, of course, and the P.E.K.K.A is just there to obliterate the Prince. What a good defense. We're going to follow it up with a Hog Rider and a Mega Minion, and then just prepare this up for any Skarmy he might have. But he's going to Wizard, so we're going to have to poison it. We don't really like Wizards around here. And it was a good defense by him. We didn't actually manage to get pretty far into his tower. We did a bit of damage though, but it wasn't enough to anything. Anyways, GG's, that was a very good game. We'll now jump on to the third game. It looks like this deck is working pretty well so far though. We're going to start with Goblin Hut the first play as well. Since he started with a Phoenix, I think the Goblin Hut can defend a Phoenix pretty well. But honestly, I've never tried it, so we'll find out after in just 5 seconds. He plays a Battle Healer. I think I know which deck he's already playing. I think he's playing an Elixir Golem. We're going to play passive here just in case he's preparing a push. Look at the Goblin Hut actually perfectly defending the Phoenix. We're going to play an Electro Wizard behind it, a P.E.K.K.A, which is amazing to defend the Elixir Golem. And then just a Mega Minion a bit behind so that it takes out the Elixir Golem little bits and gives us a bit more Elixir to actually play with. We're going to play another Goblin Hut to kill that Electro Dragon. I think, oh, he uses his Tornado. We were saving the Hog Rider for when he uses Tornado, so we're actually going to use it now. And that should get a couple of hits on the tower because I don't know how he can defend that. But surprise, surprise, he has a mirror Tornado, but regardless of that, he's really bad and he actually misses the placement. I think that when you use Tornado and you use Mirror and that, mistakes like these can happen. Thankfully for him, it wasn't such a big mistake because the Hog only got 2 or 3 hits. However, I have seen games that have been thrown by that kind of placement, so practice those placements beforehand. Here, I'm not sure what to do. I don't know if it's worth it to poison an Elixir Collector, but you know what? YOLO, we poison it, and then we have the Mega Minion coming from behind just to see what's up. We were going to place the Goblin Hut, but since we see he's Elixir Golem, we're actually going to go with a P.E.K.K.A, and we will place the Golem, also the Goblin Hut, after the P.E.K.K.A is further ahead, since it provides so much defensive value. I think it's I don't think it's the best card in the game, but I don't think it should have a 0% usage rate. I think it should have its place in the meta. I don't think it's a card I like, but I don't think it's a card I hate as much as, for example, the Evolved Firecracker or the Evolved Royal Giant. We're going to poison his push. I think that can provide a lot of value. Look at the P.E.K.K.A trying to take out the Battle Healers. However, there's too many of them. Both die, however, and the P.E.K.K.A is there to tank for the flying units and just obliterate the Elixir Golem. We're going to place another Goblin Hut. I don't think we can ever get tired of Goblin Huts. And look at all these cards that we're actually going to have for the counter push. We go with Hog Rider on the left side. I think he's going to defend that with a Tornado. There he goes. That's a good Tornado. He activates King Tower. We poison his right tower. And look, there's a P.E.K.K.A, an Electro Wizard, a Mega Minion. He's just placing cards. I don't think he knows what to do. He puts an Elixir Golem, which is a mistake because now we have a lot of Elixir to put another P.E.K.K.A in the field. And we play a Hog Rider. Look at all the units that are actually going in. He plays a Battle Healer, and the Rage actually kills all the Spear Goblins. Tornado to push everything away. That was actually well played. One of the P.E.K.K.A dies. The Mega Minion dies, but we do manage to take the tower with one final P.E.K.K.A hit. And now here we're going to play against TNL. You can see he's actually a really good player. He was ready at 944. He has a 944 finish, which is great. And he's going to play this Mighty Miner deck that we all know about and that we all fear and hate with all our hearts due to the Firecracker and the Earthquake cycle. However, I think that we can actually hold it around against this deck. It's going to be pretty difficult. Look at here, for example, he plays really well that Ice Spirit, and we don't have any small cards to activate King Tower with, so he actually gets a free hit thanks to that Ice Spirit. So here he does perfect Hog Rider placement right after we have actually used our Goblin Hut. It looks like he's calculating our kind of cycle, but since he placed the bomb tower to the left side, we're gonna go to the right side. Let's see what he has for this. He has a Firecracker. The bomb tower is actually in range of hitting the Hog Rider, so it only manages to get 2 hits. It's not worth it at all. It wasn't good, but oh well, at least something. We're gonna log the Firecracker. I think she should die to that. Yeah, she does. And we're gonna Electro Wizard the Hog. I think it should only get 1 hit after that with that placement. Regardless, he's still very like on the lead right now. Look at the damage difference he has actually dealt to our tower, and look at the damage, the small damage we have dealt to his. He unleashes the Fireball. That's very weird. This deck usually has an Earthquake instead of a Fireball, but oh well. We're gonna speed up to see when the next cards or the interesting parts are actually in the game. We're gonna poison the Firecracker. And then we're gonna P.E.K.K.A the Hog Rider. I don't think it should get any hits. It doesn't. And since he's played his Mighty Miner on the left side, I don't think he will be able to defend this P.E.K.K.A pretty well, but we'll have to see. He changes the Mighty Miner, uses his ability. P.E.K.K.A is able to kill it off. We go with the Hog Rider on the left side. He's gonna use his Bomb Tower on the right side to kill the P.E.K.K.A and the Mega Minion. The Bomb Tower is gonna die. The Hog Rider is actually on the tower right now. It gets 3 hits. 4 hits and we get a poison to kill one of the Firecrackers. Mega Minion is on tower. The P.E.K.K.A is almost going to get there, but the Firecracker denies it. We're going to Goblin Hut this Hog Rider, Mega Minion this Mighty Miner. He actually uses the Fireball, but look at all those Spear Goblins over there. They only let him get 1 hit, but then he has to log them. Here, he's actually going to have his Bomb Tower. We're going to try and zap the Skeletons, but he uses a very well-placed Ice Spirit to actually deny us any hits on the tower. Right now, he's actually winning as well, but it's not as far off as you can imagine. We waste a log so that the Hog doesn't get any hits. And then he places Bomb Tower on the right side. So we go with a Hog Rider on the left side because we know it's not going to go for it. And we zap the Skeletons and the Mighty Miner. We get 1 hit, but he actually plays the Nice Spirit, and we're not able to get any more hits. We play the P.E.K.K.A. He plays a log, which is very well placed because the Hog Rider actually manages to get 1 hit. And look at that. That was an outplay by him, and it was very bad by us because we don't have any elixir to defend the left side Mighty Miner, and it actually takes our tower. But oh well, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.